are nearing the end of the year 2023, and I wanted to come here and talk to you about the best times to host a solo exhibition. I'm Balisa Sutani and you're watching Preview, my new YouTube channel where I talk to you about art in South Africa and the world in general, right? Now, the art calendar in South Africa typically starts in February. That's when all the galleries present their first exhibitions of the year, right? And December, January is usually a time when most of our art buyers, art lovers, art collectors are on holiday, and a lot of the exhibitions normally just spill over from December into January, and hence why galleries choose to begin their year in February. Understandably so. I wanted to talk to you guys about what is the best time to host an exhibition in South Africa. I think that the whole year is great, right? Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I just saw, talking about the world, I just saw that there is a call out, I think, for Apex Art. Is it Apex Art in New York? I think so. I'm not sure. Let me check. Hold on. I think, yeah, there is a call out, but the purpose of this video is to tell you more about what is the best time for you to host your exhibition, your solo exhibition specifically in South Africa. And I have a few pointers that I want to share with you. Take them with a grain of salt. I'm learning, you teach me, I'll teach you what I know. But from observation and from working in this industry for close to 9 years, I can confidently tell you that don't have a solo exhibition in November. Hallelujah! Don't have a solo exhibition in November. It's like having a solo exhibition in January or in December. Don't do it. Don't do it. I had a group show in December. I think it was the end of November, and when I tell you that it scarred me for life, where you wait again, you work so hard and you pull out the best of the best and you ask artists for work, and then the exhibition doesn't perform the way that you expected it to. It'll scar you. It scarred me so much that I didn't curate another exhibition, I think, for like 2 years after that. But back to the topic, I wanted to tell you guys when would be the best time for you to have your solo exhibition, right? The best time, if you are based in anywhere in South Africa, would be February, the beginning of February, because that's around everybody's starting to get into the excitement of attending Cape Town, Investor Cape Town Art Fair, right? So that is the best time to start off. And I think as far as galleries are concerned, you receive a lot more attention if you have the opening solo exhibition for the year. As an artist, gallery assistants, gallery curators, managers, directors have recovered from the holiday season. January, typically not much happens. It's very administrative in a gallery, but you're gonna get a lot of attention, you're gonna get a lot of support from the gallery if you have your solo exhibition at the beginning of the year, which is February, the beginning of the art calendar, right? And then the second best time to have an exhibition, I would say, is the beginning of September. Beginning of September. If you want to push it to late August, you can, but the beginning of September is so exciting because if your gallery, I'm assuming, loves the art fair, they can put you on the art fair program, and you could be a part of Open City. You can have one of the exhibitions that a lot of the art fair visitors visit when they come to the gallery, so your exhibition will receive a lot of traction, a lot of foot traffic, a lot of possible buyers as well, new buyers, that is. So The second best time to have a solo exhibition is September, and the first is definitely February, right? I will tell you about when not to have an exhibition. I've already mentioned don't have an exhibition at the end of November, beginning of December, beginning of January. Those times are like no, a big no for us, because I find that after October, especially like from mid-November, as art practitioners, we are tired. We tired, guys. We tired. Artists are also getting into planning for their holidays over the December period. A lot of people start planning to leave Johannesburg. I don't know if people leave Cape Town during holidays. Well, if they do, I guess a lot of people just are getting into the holiday season when it's mid-November. So if you're gonna have your exhibition, it will get the foot traffic, but it won't be the same as having it at the beginning of September, at the beginning of February. Another good time to have an exhibition, I'd say, the like third and last, is between the space of May and June. That's like, yeah, that's like the third best time to have an exhibition, a solo exhibition presentation at a gallery. Other than that, yeah, it will work, but it's a risk also, considering the fact that South Africa has is the country with the most public holidays. So the reason why I counted February as being one of the best months is because in April we have Easter, right? And then and Easter holidays are followed by a string of holidays like Freedom Day, Workers' Day. So everybody's just busy doing their own thing, right? I don't know in terms of sales if this could also affect buyers' behavior, because I find that sales are more, well, you get more sales in February, March, and you get less sales between April, May, and then the sales pick up slightly in June, July, and then for some reason, actually, I'm like, the sales slow down in winter. Winter is like, you know, all of us are just like in winter. Like if you work for a gallery, or you are an independent curator or artist, whatever the case may be, and you've had a very successful exhibition during the winter time, please comment on this video and let me know, how did you do it? Did you work with a PR team? How was your marketing strategy? And yeah, how much did you make? Because that's what we want to know, because I think the industry just hits a lull when it's winter time. But that's why I counted like May, June, late May, early June as the third best time to host an exhibition. Other than that, yeah, the other times are always great for group exhibitions, but if you're having a solo, I think those are the most impactful times to target. If you want to have an exhibition between July and August, that's great if it coincides with the calendar for Latitudes and Turbine Art Fair. Always great. I think that when you start planning for your solo exhibition and you strategize around those times, there's a higher chance of success, but you must understand that you are competing with a lot of other galleries during that time, because art fair season is typically a booming season for our industry, you know. So guys, back to the best times to host a solo exhibition. I wanted to just extend on what I was saying, that even though I chose three of the what I believe is three of the best times to host an exhibition, I want to tell you that if any month is great between February and October, like this space between February and October is the best time to host an exhibition, a solo exhibition, you know. And don't shy away from participating in group shows either, because those are really, really important. We get to see how your work interacts with curatorial statements. Oh, one thing that's very interesting to me is that in this zeitgeist that we are in, curatorial statements are becoming more important. I think up until COVID, like curatorial statements, nobody read that. I worked in galleries. I can tell you right now, nobody read it. People would just be like, title, okay, dates, like skim through the first paragraph and then go on their merry way looking at artworks. But now there's a changeling that's happening, and people are paying a lot more attention to what we are writing in these curatorial statements. I'm learning myself how to write a compelling curatorial statement, and I'm excited for this period. It's super exciting, and I look at the written works of other great curators whom I respect, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I like the structure, I like the way they tell the narrative of the story, I like how they explain the purpose of why we are gathered here, and those are the things that I'm looking at. But that's just a side note. Yeah, so have your exhibition between February and the end of October. Always a great time. I have another solo exhibition that I'm curating in October in October. That's all I'm gonna say now. You'll see the posters. And yeah, after that, should the opportunity arise for me to host a group exhibition, that's fine. But anything that is like end of November, guys. But Banaling Chele, they are planning for back to school, Christmas, holiday, so I wouldn't advise it. But also personally, moving forward, I would like to curate between those times. I think plan my calendar for February, mid-May, early June, and the September period. Those are the times I'd like to work around, and latest October. I want to just have like 4 shows next year that are going to be very impactful to my career and to the artists that I work with. Yeah, we live and we learn. That's all I can say. We live and we learn. So let me know when you had a solo exhibition and you hosted a solo exhibition, which was the time you felt that you performed at your best, as far as how people experienced the show, as far as people visiting the exhibition, as far as sales are concerned. When do you feel was the best time when you had a solo exhibition? Was it during the February period, the September period, or during mid-year? You know, I'd really like to hear your opinions on that. And yeah, let's get into this conversation. And I can't wait for you to see this video, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Love ya.